How's it going, guys? Mike here, and I am just another UK gamer. And today, what I have for you is a full school hop guide from the map Attack of the Radioactive Thing. This again has been a brilliant Easter egg hunt, and it's again very easy, so you can definitely have perma perks before you go into the boss fight every time. Unfortunately, it's looking like perks is the only thing you get from this, so I suppose it isn't as good as a reward than Shaolin, but it's definitely just as easy, and you do get 12 perks instead of 10. If we could smash 100 likes on this video, that would be absolutely amazing, and let's get into the guide. So the first step is shooting schools around the map, and you have to shoot 5 of them in a possible of around 12 locations, which isn't confirmed, but that's just a guess as of now from the community. So as of now, we actually only have 10 of these locations, and we've been working very hard to find the rest, and they seem to be well hidden. However, when we do find it, I'll update it in the description or put it as a pinned comment, but most of the time they should be in these 10 locations. The first one is outside the back entrance of spawn. You go out the tunnel and look to the left of the shop, and there is a bathroom. It'll be on the floor here. The next, second and third are next to the power switch. The first one is inside the hut that the power switch is on to the side of the couch. Then turn yourself around and head past the bus that's in the middle of it, up these stairs, and it'll be behind the dumpster, which is easier when you jump. The fourth location is as you come out the store to the right. There's a big blue sign, and it'll be on this little corner here. This can be shot without a sniper as long as you have a good eye to see it. The fifth and sixth are both under a bus on the bridge. One will be in this front tire here, and if you go around the other side of it, there will be one in the back wheel next to the frame of the bridge. The seventh location is out on this rock at the beach. Now, this is extremely hard to see without a sniper, and I believe it actually doesn't render in. So I suggest you run up to the swimming pool area and buy the TF141, which only costs 1,000 points, and you'll see this no problem. The eighth location is on a balcony. Go onto the beach and run underneath the bridge, and you'll see some balconies to the right. It'll be on the top row to the very far right. Again, this is pretty hard to see without a sniper, so either use one or just shoot in the corner and hope for luck. The ninth location is inside the radio station near Elvira. When facing her, make 180 and look into this back room. I will be sitting on this floor backwards. And finally, the 10th location is behind Chain Tunes outside the map next to this dumpster. As I said before, these are the only 10 we have as of now, but there is possibly 2 more which we are working hard to find. So for now, you just need to look at these 10 locations, and if it isn't there, you need to restart until they are, and I'll be updating either the description or the pinned comments when more are found, so look out for them, and if you find any, then let me know in the comments below. The second step is super simple. There is a little yellow device outside the garage, and you have to pick it up and bring it to the radioactive area next to the power station and the ice cream shop. Quickly run inside it and place it down in this little pool. You'll hear the same activation noise or completion noise, and then you have to wait 5 minutes whilst it fills up. And as soon as you start hearing an alarm type of noise, you have 10 seconds to run back in that pool and pick it up. And if you do miss it, well, you've got to wait 5 more minutes. So make sure someone is always by it. And before we jump into school 3, this is the noise that you're looking for. The third step is just as simple as the second. You need to run back into the puddle and re-grab the device, then bring it over to the swim pool. The idea here is the exact same as Rave. You need to get an exact amount of kills, and this amount is 16. I don't understand where the 16 came from, and neither does anyone in the community, but this has been tested well over 50 times by multiple people, and it has been confirmed to be exactly 16 kills with the trap by the side of the swim pool. And as a little extra help, the gas is just down this ramp here to the side of the truck. You need to collect that and then power up the trap, and then make sure you have exactly 16 skulls, and as soon as the trap ends, you'll have your skull 3. Skull 4 is like Shaolin Shuffle, and we get red symbols making us spell out a word. Run down to the park near spawn and the ice cream shop. You'll notice there is now 4 symbols on the ground next to the swings and a few on the wall. Well, you won't notice the few on the wall until you actually hit one of them on the floor. Now, I'm going to come out of the script for this part because it's honestly the most annoying step that has ever been put into any zombies game, and I feel like this needs to be told exactly how I experienced it for the first time because it made me understand it better. So basically, you're going to have 3 lines of symbols. The ones on the wall will not show up unless you start it off and hit one symbol on the floor. You'll notice there is 4 on the floor. Do not even take notice of what these 4 symbols are. The 4, we kind of convert them into numbers from left to right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do not think of these as numbers. You'll then notice as soon as you hold square on one of them on the floor, on the bottom row, on the wall even, there'll be a bottom row and a top row. The bottom row is the combination that you are hitting in from the 4 on the floor. So like I said, it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the one on the top row is the word that we're spelling. And how you find this word is you go to the ice cream shop, and right here near this bench there'll be a word a little bit white, and that is the word you need to spell in devil language. So run back over there and you'll see now, as you start inputting codes on the floor, you'll see the letter actually starts changing on the top. So what you have to do here, because this changes every game, is get a piece of paper and a pen, or get a word pad. That's what me and Dalek were doing last night and this morning. Just get a word pad and type in the number combinations that you use. Like I said, I know these are symbols on the floor, but don't think of these as symbols. Think of them as 1, 2, 3, 4. So say if I hit 1, 2, and that gives me the letter S in devil language, but then I go and hit 1, 2, 3. That might give me the letter O, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That could give me the letter P. I'm not saying that that's going to be the specific numbers. They do change every game, but this is an example. This is what I mean. Every single combination you put down, like then I would have put in the word 1, 2 equals, I can't remember the letter I just said, but I just said it a minute ago. 1, 2 equals the letter. Then 1, 2, 3 equals the letter. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals the letter, just so you don't go repeat any combinations that you've done in the past. And it really is a trial and error. You've just got to write down combinations that you tried, write down the letters. You actually say, let's see, I'll take this example. Yesterday we got sublimation or something like that as our letter. We had every single letter already inside the combinations because we'd been there for about 30 minutes trying to find the letter S, or trying to find one of the letters. I can't remember. We couldn't find that one letter, but we'd already found the rest of the word. So as soon as we finally found that one letter that we needed by putting the combination in, we then could just go back to the word pad that we had, and then we could just go and input all the codes and get that completed. So it really is trial and error, guys. You have to make sure you keep track of every combination you've tried. Like I said, do not think of these 4 digits on the bottom as letters. Think of them as numbers. So once you think that you've got the right number, once you look at the devil word, which I'll put a link in the description for a page that has every single letter in it from A to Z in the devil language for Infinite Warfare. So as soon as you think that, say you're looking for B for sublimation, the first letter will be S, U, you've got S and U, but you're looking for a B and you see it's on the wall. All you got to do to confirm that letter is shoot it, and you'll either get a completion sound or you'll get a big like, that means you failed it. And if you get that noise 3 times, you have to then reset the round, or you have to go to the next round. You only get 3 fails in 1 round. So literally just make sure you keep on track of your combinations that you've tried, and then just spell the letter out, and as soon as that is done, that'll be Skull 4. Hopefully that was a good explanation for you guys. It really is as simple as the 4 on the floor of the combination. The 1 on the bottom is the number combination. I probably should have told you that it can only go for a 4-digit combination. Do not think of these as letters. Only think of the top row as letters. The rest of them, make sure that you think in mind, oh, these are just numbers. The 1 on the wall could be 1, 3, 4, 2. And there we go. That's the combination on the wall. It's the combination you've got on the floor. And just spell the word in devil language on that top row. It really is simple. It's just time consuming. And please, guys, I can't say this enough. Please make sure you keep track on the combinations you've tried, because if you do not keep track, this could take you it could take you a few hours to do that. But hopefully that was a good explanation. I tried the best that I could to do that, because like I said, it took us a good 2 hours to figure out what it was like on the first night. We thought it was Hangman at first, but it turns out it's just basically trial and error, and hopefully you guys now understand that enough. And let's jump in to Skull 5. Okay, so Skull 5. Make sure you have a weapon with a big magazine and a lot of bullets, because this can get tricky. First of all, the easy part, you need to go to this bench in the campsite and melee this piece of paper, and then it'll disappear. Then go back to the swimming pool and grab one of the yellow devices, and also grab a crowbar from up these stairs. Now on the map, you've probably noticed photos of Willard in frames, and if you haven't, these are located in these locations. In the room where you get your code for the main Easter egg by the pool, behind the garage lent against some boxes, in the room where you get the bomb code out of the safe, and in the ice cream shop next to the Skull Hop machine. These are actually also the order that these have to be completed in as of my knowledge, but they may be able to be done in any order. I kind of just stuck to this one because it's kind of the same route that I'm heading towards the machine. So what you have to do is go up to the painting and hold square. You'll see a green flash, and there'll be a massive green and blue bubble around you. You'll also note that there's actually no sound, but don't worry, this is normal. You're not meant to be hearing anything whilst you're inside this bubble. You'll see if you step out the bubble, you'll hear sound. If you step inside the bubble, you will not hear sound anymore. What you need to do is, when you walk up against the picture, you turn around, and as soon as you feel like something is nudging you on the back, I know it sounds weird me saying it, but trust me, you'll know what I mean. Make sure you look at the picture, turn 180 so you're looking away from the picture. Obviously, if you're in multiplayer, there'll be a skull on the picture, so it's easy to see multiplayer. But on solo, you'll feel like someone's nudging you on the back. You then instantly place down your yellow device and melee it, and then you'll notice these little black orbs with green eyes start dashing around really quickly. Now, stay inside the bubble at all times and keep shooting them. Once you've killed one, you'll hear that same beep that's been happening throughout the Skull Hop in the entire map. And the idea is to get at least 5 of these killed for it to count. If you did it wrong, the bubble will disappear and it'll just stay silent. If you did it right, you'll hear the same activation noise as you've been hearing throughout the map when it finishes. So if you did do it, then you just move on to the next photo frame, and it's the same for all photo frames. You just put down the yellow device, you melee it, you kill enough of them, you hear the activation sound, and when all 4 photo frames are done, Skull 5 is complete. Skull 6 is really simple, and that's just charging up the MAD and shooting the machine. So to do this, you first of all need to obviously get the MAD, and that can be found in the mystery wheel. And now to upgrade it, you need to have a crowbar, which you should already have from Skull 5 anyway. And then you need to crowbar 3 power boxes, which contain parts for the MAD inside. These locations are on the top side of the radio tower near Bang Bangs, on the side of the camp toilets, and at the side of the garage next to the phones. So when you have all 3, you can hold L2 and charge it up, and then just shoot the machine and it'll start sparking. Hold square or X if you're on Xbox when you're watching this, and you are in. Okay, so let's make this final part basic. The game requires you to jump between coloured platforms whilst shooting at the skulls, which in my opinion is the best friggin' one they've done. The cubes will always stay white. You'll notice that either side of the skulls there is a colour, and you need to be stood on that coloured platform to produce that coloured cube. Once you see the colour at the side start to flash, immediately stop shooting because that means the colour is about to change. Once it changes, jump to that coloured platform, and then that is pretty much how you play the game. Now, the ways you can fail: you produce red skulls if you shoot the wrong colour at the skulls, or if you fall off whilst jumping between the platforms, you actually then get a skull coming at you as well. You can destroy these red skulls if you're quick enough, but just try and not fall off. I fell off quite a lot last night. It's just better if you can try and stay on the platform. So just look out for the flashing against the sides and make sure you stay on the platforms, and then it's as simple as 3 waves and boom, you just got yourself 12 perks that permanently stay with you no matter how many times you die. And that, ladies and gents, will wrap up the video. Hopefully this helped you out, and if it did, be sure to leave a like before you leave and subscribe if you are new, and if you like my content even. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in another video.